Hello everyone, I'm George Thorogood from the Delaware Destroyers, performing tonight at the Summerfest on the 4th of July weekend right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we're here to answer your questions and try to make your life a little more tolerable, musically anyway. More exciting. It's not very exciting when you first get started. With any business, when you're trying to get it up off the ground, it's a pretty intense struggle. There's really no such thing as an overnight success. Michael Jackson was on the Ed Sullivan Show when he was 9. That just doesn't happen to most people. The Beatles were struggling for almost 9 years before they hit the big time. Anytime you start a business, you're working really hard. The excitement is coming now because things have kind of locked in. So I'm fortunate enough that held on to my health and my sanity, that I can enjoy what we've had to put together for the last 35 years to get to this spot. I always wanted to do music. We just took a couple summers off and it was recreational. Just something we did on the weekends, wasn't anything. I'm fond of saying 3 things kept me out of the big leagues. I couldn't hit, run, or throw. It's a joke. I like to tell people I'm Bob Uecker's backup catcher. If you know anything about Ueck. You do here in Milwaukee. He's a legend here, right? Happens to everybody. It's just a natural evolution of music. Bruce Springsteen's first album was an acoustic album. My first album should have been an acoustic album. So was Bob Dylan's. Paul McCartney and John Lennon started out on acoustic guitars. But once you get revved up, the more ideas come, and then you see people out there and going, in this day and age, I'm supposed to be in a band. I played an acoustic act for about 6 months. I was okay at it, but I knew I wasn't going to go any farther than up the block. No, I wish they'd ask somebody else. Of course I am. I played here in '81 was my first experience here. They hooked me up with Southside Johnny, and I don't know what the routine is now, but then you paid like an $8 ticket just to get on the fairgrounds, and then you could go everywhere you wanted. And I wasn't ready for that because people came in. It was 20,000 people watching us play. You had about 1 million people on the fairgrounds at the same time in those days. They paid a flat ticket, and then when you walked in, you could go watch anything you wanted for the whole day. So when we walked on the stage, we were still making a sound check, and all of a sudden, like 10, 15,000 people came rushing to the stage. I said, "Holy cow!"